Hi, Anshi Sharma here. Welcome and my love to all of you. One of the main purpose of our life is to ascend and to evolve. Ascend in our consciousness and access more light and more wisdom. To evolve and become a better and lighter version of ourselves. Both ascension and evolution are food to the soul. Every day for our ascension and evolution, we scan the areas of health, happiness, and wisdom. We scan and fine tune them. We check if we are evolving or devolving in these areas. We also check if are being stuck in these areas. Prolonged stagnancy, we decline. Growth is essential if we pay attention and if we wish to evolve as a human being. We have to constantly be aware of our upgraded consciousness. Consciousness is reflected in our present reality. So we check our present reality if we are healthy and happy in our lives. Most humans look at these areas half consciously and half unconsciously. Unconscious choices result in unconscious reality. And then we wonder, why are we suffering with health and happiness issues? Why are we experiencing pain and suffering in our lives? With increasing light of awareness, many people are getting aware of these three areas of health, happiness, and wisdom. But most pay attention to one area in exclusion of the other two at one time. This needs to change as all these three areas are equally important and evolution is essential in all the three. Since last few decades, there has been a tremendous growth in awareness in the area of health. People are taking up some sort of exercise routine such as yoga, walks, tai chi, swimming, martial arts, qigong, or going to the gym. They are also paying attention to what they are putting in their mouths. They are counting calories, paying attention to nutrition, avoiding sodas and sugars, junk foods, extra. Many are turning vegetarian. Some have also taken a step further in becoming vegan. Some are avoiding GMO foods and choosing organic fruits and vegetables. Even restaurants are making changes in their menu in alignment with changing food habits. So this is all good in the area of health. A slow and steady progression is taking place. Let's investigate a bit more the area of happiness. Most people still associate happiness with watching a movie, socializing, going out for have a good meal with the family, for their job satisfaction, earning money, and having a big house. Some take pleasure in shopping and traveling. All areas provide happiness and satisfaction, but this satisfaction and happiness, unfortunately, is not long lasting. Many are not linking happiness with their emotions. Many acquire all these things and invest heavily on buying a big house, spending huge money in traveling, and while still carrying a heavy burden of their negative emotions. And then they wonder why happiness is eluding them. Most people avoid facing their emotions, believing that with time they would go away. Or if they look at them or give importance to them, then it will only bring more chaos and disturbance in their lives. Most humans are still unaware that unchecked and buried emotions in our subconscious mind run our lives. In extreme cases, the tide of such emotions against our world can be very overwhelming or even self-threatening to us. We can become fearful and can experience severe and serious survival issues. Most humans are still unable to make connection between suppressed emotions and their present lives and also their physical health. They are unaware. A part of ourselves become fragmented, and as we disown these fragmented parts of ourselves, heavy emotions do that. Heavy emotions, they sort of separate ourselves, our wholeness, into parts, into fragments, and all these fragments, they get separated. Then what we do, we build defensive walls around our self-abandoned parts. While we remain ignorant, these disowned parts and unresolved feelings continue to run our lives from the unconscious level. The good news is, light of awareness is making people more aware. More and more people are addressing their buried emotions. By addressing their buried emotions, they are healing themselves and becoming whole. Many human beings are now slowly making connection that how suppressed unconscious emotions continue to cause conflict and self-rejection, and how they are at the root of personal and collective, social and political history of violence, oppression and self-destruction. Coming to the third area of wisdom. Wisdom has been defined in many ways. Wisdom is essentially our ability to think and act using a combination of knowledge, our experience, our understanding we have gained through our experience and our knowledge, our common sense and our insights. When all of them we use and combine, we become a wise person. When we use the knowledge appropriately, combine our experience and the understanding, common sense and also our insights. Unfortunately, school, college and universities stimulate our intellect. But increasing intellectual understanding or knowledge is not wisdom. Wisdom is also not what most religions teach. Although some aspects of religion, of their teaching, definitely point towards wisdom. So basically we can say wisdom can only be acquired through experience. When our knowledge, we gain the knowledge and we make the knowledge our own, and through that knowledge and experience we get our understanding, our own understanding. Then we come in a state of knowing. Learning and knowledge has to come into awareness first. Obviously, after we have learned and known some facts, then only we can put them to use to better our lives. And then only we can put them to experiment. So by learning, analyzing our experiences and putting our knowledge to the test, we can become a wiser person. Stepping out of our comfort zone, keeping an open mind, experiencing new things, listening and learning from wise people, and self-study. Also acquiring wisdom are a few things we can do to become wiser. And this has to be incorporated in our daily routine. By gaining more in wisdom, we can acquire more understanding in the other two areas of health and happiness. Wise people pay attention and evolve in all these three areas on a daily basis because they understand it is essential for our evolution. Whatever health regime we take up in terms of new exercise or fitness routine or a new diet, we have to be doing it consciously. We have to be conscious also of our new relationships in the areas of family, jobs, social group, interest, hobbies, or whatever else we choose to make our lives happy. As a human being, we have a tendency to become complacent in picking up changes. We have a tendency to become self-righteous. We have a tendency to think we are right. But we have to be aware that nothing lasts forever. Something can go easy and smoothly in our lives for years, and then suddenly one day it changes. What has been working for us so far doesn't work anymore. This requires attention and adjustment. Sometimes these adjustments can come as serious resistance when we do not listen to the bubbling new energies taking place in our situations and we do not pay attention. These events and situations in our life which are turning points are called spiritual initiation. A spiritual initiation is a significant turning point in life that alters our perceptions and thinking. A spiritual initiation happens when we are ready to take our next evolutionary step. It is like a landmark, a tipping point, or a stepping up a ladder in our life journey. That is why a few minutes of daily reflection is recommended. Daily we need to reflect. Daily we need to invest some time in acquiring spiritual knowledge to acquire wisdom. When we do that, our consciousness expands. Our view is very narrow and limited in lower dimensions where density is high. We become more unconditional and expanded as we go up the ladder to higher dimensions. We also become a better version of ourselves. When consciousness expands, so too does our capacity to radiate our soul's light. When our soul radiates, it enlightens us. It brings light to us. We get aha moments. We get rejuvenated. We get new power and new energy. We evolve and we become more enlightened. Thanks for listening. Please leave your comments so that we can interact a bit more. Please visit my site www.anshusharma9d.com for my new book and the new course. It may help you if you are experiencing some sorts of relationship, financial or any other emotional problems. Till we meet again, lots of love and take care. Bye.